Peace. What's going on, people? Trust and will that your day is going well. Got up on the side of the bed that's right. You're getting everything done according to plan. You're setting your goals, achieving your missions, obtaining your objectives. You already know who I am, Lord Supreme. Bringing you a wonderful episode of today's Supreme Mathematics, which is knowledge, wisdom. Knowledge, wisdom is real simple. Just pay attention to what you're doing. Look before you leap. Think before you speak. All of these phrases that we use for years, months, and days to explain what knowledge and wisdom means, right? So, in one of our degrees, the wisdom degree, in the 1 of 14, it says, civilized means to teach knowledge and wisdom to all human families of the planet Earth. So, one thing about knowledge and wisdom is we're teaching you how to properly conduct yourself in a manner where it's conducive to your growth and development as a man or woman, to society. Because remember, social means to advocate for a society of men or group of men for a common cause. Equality means to be equal in all things. So that means that we're teaching you how to conduct yourself in an environment that might be unlike your own. In other words, we're teaching you how to have proper etiquette, teaching you how to have social mannerisms. We teach you how to have social standards, because these are things that you're dealing with in society on a day-to-day basis. Crazy. Anyways, dealing with today's degree, in a 1 of 40, dead ass, tell us why the devil does not teach that. Now, this can be a little, well, it's not controversial. It's not controversial. Because a lot of brothers and sisters probably have tell us why the devil does teach that. And some brothers have tell us why the devil does not teach that. All right? So, the degree says, because he desires to make slaves out of all he can so he can rob them and live in luxury. And what that means is he doesn't want you to live in an upright, standing manner. He wants you to live below your means, below your standards. And basically, he wants you to be a savage in the pursuit of happiness. That's what the devil wants you to do. And you know what I'm saying? One thing about, destroy evil is your motherfuckers always want to be destructive. They're not going to teach you anything. The devil does not teach you anything. He desires to make slaves out of all he can so he can rob them and live in luxury. How do we know that? Well, a lot of times, you got to cross-reference some degrees in order for you to get the understanding of what that degree is saying. So what I do is I cut 12 in half. Half of 12 is 6. You go to the equality degree and a 1 of 14, and it tells you. Tell about the devil teaching keep our people illiterate. It says, so he could use them for a tool and a slave. Keeps them blind to themselves so that he can master them. Illiterate means ignorant. So when you blind to the fact of who you are as an individual, you might do some out-of-pocket, out-of-line things. However, if you know who you are as a person, then the devil can't trick you, or the devil can't fool you. And not nowadays. Nowadays, it's people falling for their own vices. It's not even the devil anymore. And that devil is your vice. That's what's keeping you and robbing you from living in luxury. A lot of times everybody thinks that the devil is some person. Nah, literally, the devil could be anything that does harm to you and is the antithesis of godliness, which means this: your vices are your devil. The vices that you have bad habits in, drinking, smoking, drugging, hanging out on the streets with all the gangbangers, those can be vices to stop your growth and development as a human being or as a person. That's how you could rob yourself from luxury by just simply being around things that do you no good. People out here being bloodsuckers, draining you of your energy, wanting what you got, holding you back. Maybe even relationships that's holding you back from growing as a person can be somebody robbing you and living in luxury. Because it says it desires to make slaves. A person that's a slave is a person that falls victim to the powers of another or subject matter. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, let me give you the understanding of what the word slave means. It means a person that's a slave to music is a person that's entrapped through music, stuck into music. He loves the music. He's a slave to dancing. He loves to dance. You know what I'm saying? He subjects himself to certain rhythms and moves. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to being a slave and being blind, deaf, and dumb to yourself, or I ain't even saying blind, deaf, and dumb, that sounds crazy, or being unaware of who you are as a person, you begin to simply fall victim to the ways of another. You know what I'm saying? And that's how sometimes you can have these vices. Sometimes you can have these setbacks. You can have these problems. You can have these habits. You develop a cultural lifestyle through these habits. And then next thing you know, your life is in shambles and you robbing your own self of the luxury. This is why we teach the supreme mathematics first and foremost. Because if you have the proper knowledge and wisdom, your understanding will come in time. And it will come on time, through time, and in time. And you will see, you know what? I've been thinking that I needed this all along, and I've been robbing myself. I've been cutting myself off what I deserve. I haven't been treating myself. I haven't even been taking care of myself. So actually, I'm robbing myself of luxury. I'm robbing myself of good, happy living. I'm robbing myself of all these things, all of these benefits that I need in my life that can do me well and help others along the way. Instead, I'm engaging in activities that I know that are not going to help me be conducive to my growth and development as an individual. So what I need to do is what? Cut these things off. You can only give a person knowledge and wisdom. You can't give a person understanding. That comes in time with them. So with that being said, always learn this. Always be aware and pay attention to what you do in your life. Because, hey, sometimes we will rob ourselves and don't even know it. We'll be in something longer than we need to. And the next thing you know, we done took the very thing that we needed the most from ourselves because we engaged too long in something that we didn't need for ourselves. All right, so just wanted to build on those degrees today and just help you understand that, the devil is not always somebody that's a person coming over here trying to take from you. The devil could be that person inside of you that you look in the mirror at every day. And you could be cutting yourself off of the luxuries of life. So don't cut yourself short. Remember, love yourself, treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Respect yourself, value yourself, and most importantly, know your worth. Peace on this beautiful day of knowledge wisdom.